Everybody. Today we do the cultivation of grapes. Yesterday we did the mango, and tomorrow we are going for the lemon. These three cultivation are very important, not from theoretical point of view, but from practical point of view, right? So today cultivation is also very important, and please stay indoors, stay safe. I will write back, stay on. But here I just want to tell you, just revise the families and bryophytes. In the coming week, I will shoot the questions regarding these families and bryophytes regarding entrance exam of OCT. And this is not important through OCT point of view, but also by the IAS, IFS, right, UGC point of view. So please refresh your knowledge on the families and bryophytes. I will see you in the next week regarding these two, right? Stay on. I will be right back in a moment. Welcome back. Today we are doing the cultivation of grapes. Grapes are native to Southwest Asia, and these grape plants are perennial. They are climbing vine, native to Southwest Asia. It is woody with palmately alternately arranged leaves, and the flowers are in panicles, same that as of rice, and the fruit is berry. So now we are coming directly to the area of cultivation. The area of cultivation, main grapes growing countries are, the major one is Italy, France, Spain. Then we have USA, South Africa, Australia, Soviet Union, Brazil, Turkey, and Iran, right? In India, it is cultivated in Andhra Pradesh, Punjab, Haryana, Tamil Nadu, Maharashtra, and Karnataka. See, this is the cultivation we have. This is Punjab and Haryana, जिस देश में गंगा बहती है. And then we have this Maharashtra, Karnataka. This is Andhra Pradesh and Tamil Nadu. As it is near to Arabian Sea, we have the sandy loam here, loam in the Tamil Nadu or sandy loam mixture, and red laterite at Andhra Pradesh, and we have here loam or alluvial at the Punjab and Haryana, right? So soil we know. So soil requirements, best soil for the grapes cultivation is well drained loam to sandy loam, right? And pH is 6.5 to 8.5. So as I already told you, from area of cultivation we will get the soil, and from soil we will get the area of cultivation, right? Cultivation practices. Grapes requires a cool winter, very important, and long sunny and warm summer seasons with a rainless climate. The average annual temperature where grapes can grow is 10-20. At the time of flowering and for good fruit, dry weather is required. Rain is not required at that time, right? Grape plants are propagated by cuttings of 20-25 centimeter in length, and these cuttings, they are taken from the fully mature plants, which are 6 months to 1 year old, mostly in February when plants are in dormant stage. Cuttings are planted after keeping them in bundles for 4 to 8 weeks on moist sands. Cuttings can also be planted in the October in beds in slanting position and are allowed to remain there till January when they are transplanted. Common system of planting is skewer system. Here I just want to come here. See, this is the cutting we took, that is 20-25 centimeter, and it has 4 nodes and 6 internodes and buds on every node, and this is cutting with having a length of 20-25 centimeter, right? And these cuttings, I already told you, they are put in the slanting position so that these buds, they will remain towards the upper side. This is slanting position. And then I told you that these are taken mostly from the plants which are 6 months to 1 year in February month, right? They are planted after keeping in bundle for 4 to 8 weeks in moist sands. They are also planted in October, but they remain there as it is till January. Then when they are transplanted. So the common system of planting is square system. The pits of 50 centimeter into 50 centimeter are made at the distance of 2.5-3 meters. Right? The next process is same as that of mango. While digging pit, it is necessary to keep top and subsoil separately. Right? The pits are filled with original soil mixed with the farmyard manure, oil cake, bone meal and green leaves, same as in mango. While filling back pits, topsoil is filled first at the bottom and subsoil after. Right? See, this is the basic structure we are taking here. These pits are 50 centimeter by 50, that is deep 50 centimeter, dia 50, and they are 3 meter apart. This 3 and 3. When they are dug, two soils are separately placed, topsoil and subsoil, and this topsoil is mixed with the fertilizers. Either these fertilizers are in form of bone meal, oil cake, farmyard manure in 1:1, or while in some places we use besides compost nitrogen 40 to 60 kg, phosphorus 10 to 15 kg per hectare and potassium 50-70 kg per hectare. And when it is mixed and this topsoil is filled first, the pit which is filled only to the top with topsoil till 10 centimeter or 4 inches and rest with the subsoil. When it is filled, and this is plantation after transplantation is 3 meter by 3 meter, two pits distance 3 meter and subsequent that is 3 meter, right? And in these which we have taken the cuttings, 20-25 centimeter cutting is taken, which is a complete slanting position till January. Then when it will in the moist soil, and then in January they are transplanted into these pits, right? So this is basic structure of the layout of cultivation of grapes, right? So now we are coming to the next part, that is the most important cultural practices for cultivation of grapes is training, pruning, stocking. So first is the training. In training, the most vines are trained to grow up to height of 1.2-1.5 centimeter. They are allowed to grow till this height from the ground without any side shoots. The vines are trained to provide support against wind damage and also to provide maximum exposure to the sun. They are just like this, gone above, and this gives the maximum exposure to the sun, and it makes the stem strong also, and that is why they are providing a support against wind damage. Then we are coming to the next part, that is pruning. Pruning refers to the removal of canes, shoots, leaves to bring vigor to the plants. First pruning of vine is done 4 months after planting, and the second pruning after 6 months. So in 10 months, the whole process of pruning is finished. The mature canes are cut back or pruned to a short stump. These short stump with 3-4 buds called spur. So it is pruned like this into a short stumps with just 3 to 4 buds, and this short stump is called spur, right? Whereas unpruned vines produce low quality fruits. Now next is the very important, that is the girdling. Girdling consists of removing a bark about 1-2 centimeter wide around the trunk. This is done when vines are in blooming stage, as it induces heavy bearings in grapevines. So you will see, this is girdling. Just as I told you, just it is the removing of bark 1-2 centimeter wide around the trunk, and after girdling there is a accumulation of material here, starch and other material, and this is shown by this bulge, right? And this is girdling, and this is bark, and this is removed by 1/2 centimeter here, this distance, and then there is the accumulation of material. And this girdling plays important role in inducing high yield, heavy bearing because of this girdling, and it occurs in the blooming stage, right? So in areas where termites are the problem, like we have did in the mango, the aldrin dust, 150 grams per pit is mixed in mixture, that is fertilizer. Fertilizer I already told you, that is the besides compost, we have nitrogen 40-60 kg, phosphorus 10-15, and potassium 50-70, right? So grapevines are used in preparation of Ayurvedic tonics, that is Drakshava and Chavanprasha. Normally grape harvest season starts in February and continues till the end of April. It is 6-month crop. So this I finishes the area of cultivation practices, and the layout of grape field. Now I am coming to the high yielding varieties. High yielding varieties, the first variety is very important, that is Thompson seedless. Thompson seedless grows in Maharashtra, Karnataka, Tamil Nadu and Andhra Pradesh, all southernmost countries. Conical to cylindrical, compact, yellow green to golden. So the shape is conical to cylindrical like this, right? Compact, yellow green to golden, which we take mostly, and as its name, it is seedless, good keeping quality and raisin making. Raisin means kishmish, and yield is 20-25 tons per hectare, right? The next variety is the Pusa Navrang. It is early ripening, very good variety, prominent in our northern India, and the first week of June it is come out. Resistant to anthracnose, a disease which is very prominent in grapes. Basal bearing in habit, this is very important character, right? And bluish berries, these are kale angur we used to say. It is used for making wine, and best for colored juice and wine making, I already told you. And yield is 16.2 tons per hectare. And the third variety is Anabai Shahi, which is in Andhra Pradesh, Punjab, Haryana, Karnataka. And as Pusa Navrang is early, it is late maturing variety. Fruits have good keeping quality, berries elongated, medium large and seeded. This is seeded variety, but its yield is very good, that is 35 tons per hectare. The other varieties are Perlet, Pusa seedless, Flame seedless is recently introduced variety. It is also good variety, and Delight, etc. So because grapes is a very long process and a perennial plant, and because farmer require money also, so intercropping is done between the grapes, because I already told you, in grapes we have this pattern of 3 meter by 3 meter. So this one grape, this is one, the 3 meter distance is there, and in this 3 meter distance we have intercropping. And these intercropping, they are done year wise. First year we have peas, potatoes without having shallow roots, turnip, radish, carrot. Whereas in the second year, besides these are growing, no issue with that, we will also use cucurbits. So these intercrop, which we call intercropping, they are very beneficial for the farmer, because they give them, these are intercrop, they give them extra income, right? So they provide them extra income. Besides, it also satisfy their homely needs. So intercropping is very important, but here I want to mention no intercrop should be grown in the vineyards. If you don't have any dire economic consequences or any economic problems, so I don't prefer intercrop because it hampers the vines training. Because I already told you we are doing the vines training, that is we are raising the vines uninterrupted to a height of 1.2-1.5 centimeter, so that they can tolerate the wind damage and their photosynthetic area of the leaves is increased. And if photosynthetic area of leaves is increased, then more photosynthesis and more yield. So that is the case. So now we are coming to the varieties we have done. First I will do Thompson seedless. This is the basically southern states, that is I already told you Maharashtra, Karnataka, Tamil Nadu and Andhra Pradesh. Andhra Pradesh, Tamil Nadu, Maharashtra, Karnataka. And this we already know that Andhra Pradesh we have the red laterite, and Tamil Nadu we have the loam, and here we also have the towards the Maharashtra and Karnataka we have the sandy loam, right? This I already told you, right? So this area is the basically Thompson seedless. And then I have next is the that is NABA Shahi. NABA Shahi is basically Andhra Pradesh, Punjab, Haryana and Karnataka. And this is this area, Punjab, Haryana, and this part of this area. So this is NABA Shahi, which is seeded variety and but late maturing. So next is the Pusa Navrang, which is present particularly grown in over area, northern India, early ripening, first week of June, resistant to anthracnose, and it is basal bearing in habit, and bluish berries, Kale Angur, very prominent in us. And this is the Pusa Navrang, and it is 16.2 tons per hectare is its yield. So this we did the all these area of cultivation, soil and the varieties, and then girdling, we did girdling also, right? So then we did the this is the layout of the grape cultivation. So as grapes, it comes from the it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? So grapes, they have 5 words, and we take the 5 table, that is 5 on the 5 and 5 to the 10 and 5 for the 20. 10-20 is the annual temperature, 5 is the 25, and this 20 to 25 is the stem cuttings, 510 the 50 and 514 the 70. 50 to 70 is the rainfall. Here I want to tell that 50 or to 70 is also the potassium which is required for the in the form of fertilizer, and 10 to 15, which we did here 10, this is also a source of phosphorus, and 50 to 70 we did, but 40 to we minus 1 we take 40 to 60 is the nitrogen. So as grape is a 5 word, and we take the table of 5, and from this table we can get the all annual temperature, and the last a very important is the rainfall, and this which is the 50 to 70, same as that of potassium, right? So this I finishes the grapes cultivation, but I want to revise here you that in case of mango, we did yesterday is the we have 90 into 90 we have taken instead of that is 50 into 50, and the distance here is 3 meter, but mango ball is, I already told you, is 3 meter. So in mango the distance is 12 meter, and we also have in mango intercropping same as that we did today. So mango is also in parity with this, the cultivation is same, because in mango also we take the topsoil first and subsoil then, but in the addition time we took first add topsoil and subsoil later on, and this topsoil will take the 10 centimeter or 4 inches of the pit, right? And then subsoil is added later on, and besides this the layout is 3 meter by 3 meter after transplantation, and in between there is are the intercrops, and these intercrops I already told you It depends on the year wise to year wise. First year we have peas, potato, turnip, radish, carrot. In second year we have the cucurbit, right? So I finishes this grapes. So please revise mango grapes also, and the subsequent days I will start the lemon. So but I will again tell you that please revise families one by one, and bryophytes, particularly Funaria, Riccia, Markensia, Anthoceras, right? So then next week I will start asking you the questions regarding the these both to be asked in the OCTs, UGC, IS and IFS. So it will also test your potential, how much you have grabbed or how much have you understood. So please stay indoors, stay safe. So I will be back then. Bye bye. Thank you.